What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV. It's flight number 124 airborne. Welcome on board. International competitions or whatever you want to call it. It's over. Club competitions are back now. The game that everybody's waiting for, the competitions that everybody want to watch, the competition that keep people more excited and keep them in their seat. As nobody can sit down to wait. I mean, we can't sit we can go one more week without seeing the Premier League going on, or without Premier League going on. So, but today we're here to see the match preview of the Brentford and Chelsea game. And I'm not here alone. I have my wonderful guest, a guest that I've been here on the channel before, which will be Ishan. Ishan, how you doing, brother?
Hey man, thank you so much for having me again. Thankfully, the international break is done, and we're back with the Premier League settings. So it's going to be a great discussion. It's a great match, a great upcoming match. Good other matches as well in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be very
Perfect.
very interesting to see what transpires, and we're going to have a great discussion, man.
Definitely. We're gonna focus on press conference that just a couple minutes that just came to an end. What Thomas Tuchel said, and players that we're expecting to be in the game tomorrow, and players that we will be missing in the game tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the missing players. Or is there anything else that you had? I mean, you had from Thomas Tuchel that is a bit more intriguing to you? Probably has. Let's talk about the coming of Thiago Silva. We know we're going to miss Thiago Silva. Let's talk about the coming of Thiago Silva. As he said that,
So
go ahead.
yeah, I think so. Thiago Silva is going to miss this one. It's not that he won't be available, but he'll be available, but not fit to play. I mean, he's come really late. I mean, he's missed training sessions now, a couple of training sessions, two big training sessions. Even
Right.
Thomas Tuchel said that he's missed the tactical training session. So I think so. That says it all. You know, if you miss the tactical session ahead of a Premier League game, I don't think so. You'll be featuring much. But yes, I mean. Uh, I think so. He'll be available, but if he might be available in the substitutes in the bench in case we need to shuffle any of the centre backs that we
Right.
play, then he might be available. But or else, I don't think so. Thiago Silva might be featuring, but still he's available.
Mhm.
The thing here is Antonio Rudiger is gone. He's injured. He's not fit to play, and that's a big um, disadvantage for our team because this man Antonio Rudiger, single-handedly he
Mhm.
can control the whole defense line.
Right.
Although the other guys has been playing really well, but Antonio Rudiger has been mammoth for us, and this guy resting, or I mean getting injured and being not available for the next match, it's going to be tough for us. I mean, also Brentford is a very good side, so we needed Rudiger for the next match, and he's injured. And again, this international break just not being the best for club football.
Yeah.
Players going out there getting injured out of nothing. They're just playing the qualifiers, and players are getting injured and not being able to feature for the club matches. Again, 4 weeks down the line, it's going to be another international break. Again, these guys would be forced to go out and play for what some mere qualifiers, man. And this is something. I mean, this is something which is inevitable. I mean, even these players cannot, skip these. And even if they don't want to, they have to go and play that. So it's unfortunate event as far as Chelsea is concerned. So yeah,
Yeah.
as far as the defenders are concerned, I think so. Thiago Silva and Rudiger would be missed. Rest, I think so. We have everybody intact.
Absolutely. I feel very bad that we're gonna have a depleted defense. It looks like our integral starting 11 defense. The first team defense is not gonna be there. But Tuchel has some trust, and we also have the trust in the when Tuchel call on what's his name, Trevor Chalobah, and also Christensen. They can also come in and do a job. But Aspilicueta will be have to push himself back to the right back position. What do you think? Would these three guys be able to hold what's his name, the Brentford,
Ivan Tony.
Ivan Tony? Do you think these three guys can be able to handle these guys in this guy in the defense?
Listen, listen. All I know is it is going to be a tough game. it was already going to be a tough game because uh, even if we had a Rudiger or Thiago Silva,
Right.
the game would have been already been tough because Brentford, they've been playing really well. I mean, just look at that track record. They've come here in Premier League for first time in what 70,
Uh,
75 years or so,
Yeah.
and they've they are just winning and winning. The mentality is so positive. They are playing
Yeah.
positive football and aggressive football, and that's very good to see from a side who's come back to the Premier League after ages, and they've held Liverpool to a draw in Anfield,
Hmm.
and that's a big
Anfield.
thing.
Yeah.
For me, it's a huge thing. And yeah, listen, again, Brentford is a tough team, but I think so. It is a drawback for us, to be very honest, having known the fact that the Rudiger and Thiago Silva won't be featuring. It is a drawback for us, but I think so. We should be able to keep ourselves calm enough and mature enough to look past these game. I think so. Chaloba would be featuring alongside. We'll go to the predicted lineups very shortly.
Very
According
shortly.
to
Yeah. Yeah.
but I think so.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely going to be a very, very difficult game. Looking at Brentford record for the season so far, they've won three games and draw three of them, and then they've lost just one game, and then they beat I think they beat West Ham United and also beat Arsenal, and then draw with Liverpool at Anfield. They're looking very terrifying, and I don't know. I'm not so sure if Trevor Chaloba, Andre Christensen, the defense can handle the likes of Evan Tony, and then
Also,
he's
they beat West Ham at away. They beat
yeah,
West Ham
West Ham away, yeah.
at West Ham's home ground. So that's terrifying.
And they're scoring goals. They've scored 10 goals so far. They're scoring goals. They're free flowing scoring teams. It's going to be very, very difficult. And then also the coach, not just an ordinary coach, a coach that can read the game. So it will be very difficult for Chelsea. But then we're going to move on and we're gonna move on to other segment of the we've talked about the missing players. We end up gonna miss Pulisic. Pulisic is another topic that I want us to talk about. Pulisic is a guy that we paid almost about 58 million for him, and he's played 189 minutes. If my numbers should be right, 85 minutes so far for Chelsea Football Club. But yet he's always found himself on the bench. I know I've heard that his comeback is training. Is he a guy that you think he can start, or is he a guy that would think that he can come in the face of the second half to change anything?
No, I think so. As far as Thomas Tuchel's press conference is concerned, Pulisic is not fit, so he's not going to feature at all for the next game. And talking about his availability, I mean, I
Sean,
think so that's a concern.
I'm not gonna cut you off. Sorry for drawing back there. Let me address this before my brother Green Tev get mad and walk away right now. Green Tev, don't get mad. I've done this moderating thing for I think once since I've ever gone through my YouTube settings. So once we've mentioned it here, don't worry, my brother. I'll right after the streaming, I'll get back and then get you in there. Sorry, my brother. I'm very sorry. Don't forgive me for that. And also, let me acknowledge all the guys in the chat, my brothers and sisters, all those that join and support the chat as usual all the time. I123 love you. Say good morning, my neighbor. Hope all are blessed. Can't wait until the match tomorrow. Stephen Cotsty, Stephen, how are you doing, Stephen? Share link in the Discord group. Okay, I will do that, my brother. I will share the link right away. And also, Stephen Costa said if Trevor scores again, he is gonna push further ahead of Sancho for goals. Sancho for goals as a defender, but outside, that's fun. That's like a banter over there. But outside, that's that he's been solid. Very few lapses in concentration. Clearly, one for future at the club. Stephen Costa being a defender, absolutely, that is impressive for being just as a defender. Green Tep said, "I'm not even in the mode here. What's going on here? I'll get it done. I know, I agree. It's a joke, but I have to get that done for you because you're part of this channel right from beginning till now." Um, Gulam Mustafi, what's up, my brother? I see you there. I know who you are. I know who you are. So yeah, let's get back to Ishan. Continue with your discussion where you were. Sorry for catching you there, my brother.
No issues. I was saying that Pulisic's availability is a question mark now because this guy has been injured more too way often than even we would have imagined him to be,
Right.
and now it's getting very serious now because I mean this injury wasn't supposed to be this long, but still it's been long enough now. They've said that it's gonna only take what 10 days. Now it's
Mhm.
almost a month, and then he's
Right.
still off. So that's the story of Christian Pulisic for Chelsea. I mean, the moment we feel that he's going to get the momentum right and he's going to
Right.
improve himself, that's the exact point that he struck with an obstacle and just falls off with an injury and he's gone for what months.
Man.
So that's the thing with Pulisic. I mean, he needs to be available first at the right time of his of his momentum whenever he's playing well.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to stay fit first of all. Once he stays fit, then only he's going to be consistent. If not, then it's going to be very difficult for him because we've got so many options in the bench that if Pulisic does not perform well, there are many options in the bench that we can actually just forget Pulisic and pick someone from the bench, and even those players are world class, right? And we
Right.
won't even miss Pulisic. That's the thing about Pulisic, that these injury concerns and him not being fit, it's a bad news for Pulisic and nobody else, because Chelsea can definitely, afford to bench Pulisic and play a Havertz or a Ziyech or a Werner or a Mason Mount. We've got ample of options, or maybe even a Hudson Odoi, let's say. But it'll be bad for Pulisic because if he does not get the game time that he deserves, or maybe the game time that he would come out there and prove himself, he won't get better, and that's bad for him. So he needs to be fit first of all. We all know what kind of talent he is, and he is a hell of a talent. But for that to display that, he needs to be fit first. And once he is fit, he needs to show that consistency. But I'm sorry, I've not seen that from Pulisic right from the beginning. I mean, even if he's fit, he's not consistent. And since once he becomes consistent, he becomes unfit. So that's the story with Pulisic.
I agree with you there, 100%. What about ZH also? Another player going through the same direction.
Yeah, I mean, Ziyech is becoming a bit of a concern now because, I mean, this guy seems like now whenever Ziyech has a downfall, right, bad
Right.
games, it seems like he's not contributing anything to the team. Anything. I mean, even if Mason Mount has a bad game, right, it
Right.
feels like at least he's doing something off the ball. Same goes with Werner. Even if Werner has bad games, and he has so many, but still somewhere down the line, for 5 minutes he'll play so good that he'll get an assist, and he pops out with another assist,
Right.
out of nowhere. These are the guys who knows how to contribute even if they had a bad game. But Ziyech, I mean, whenever he has a bad game, he looks completely off. He just does not know how to contribute to the team. Wrong passes, getting dispossessed time and time again, no tracking back, no man marking. He gets rolled out by defenders like anything. I mean, time and time again, and that's not how it should be, and that is really concerning because man, no man, you're at a
Right.
you're at an age where you should be on your prime, and whenever
Right.
you're performing at this point
Right.
of time, it's very concerning because once it's fine to have a bad day or a bad phase, but at least you should display something that's positive there. At least the intent. Go run your heart out. Just go run your legs off until you get tired. You're not doing even that. You're passing the thing which is your strength, which is your passing, your through balls, your crosses. You're
Right.
misplacing that way too often. And if your strength becomes your weakness, that's a problem, man. I mean, the questions have to be asked now, and I'm not sure if that's the thing. Me, I mean, if this man is now out of form, there are so many options in the bench that it'll be so difficult to bring him in back. I mean, except the Carabao Cup games, the FA Cup games, it's
Right.
going to be very difficult to bring Ziyech back. And once he performs there, then only there's going to be some sort of chance that he hops into the playing 11, that also as a rotational player, as a substitute, not directly into the playing 11. So that's the thing. I mean, the competition is so tough, you cannot afford. And again with Ziyech, whenever it seems like he's gonna pick the momentum and play better, something happens, a small injury, and he loses all the momentum. It's like he's learning football from zero. It shouldn't be like that. I mean, he needs to buckle up really quick, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting to a point where I'm getting very worried about certain players like Christian Pulisic. I used to it's a guy that I love, and I always back him because he's an American. I'm American, and I want to support him, but I'm getting to a point that I can't support negativity anymore. And I feel like this guy is being paid. He's being paid almost about um um he's almost about $200 an hour, or an hour to play just football, and he's not even kicking balls. So all the time that he's been away, he's been paid that much of a money. That's a lot of money for a player to receive from a football club without kicking the ball. He spends so much time on the injury bench than he has played for Chelsea Football Club, and I'm getting worried. Then another player too that we brought in. He played just a couple of minutes. I think the first half of I think Aston Villa in the FA Cup, which was Saul. We haven't seen much of him. What it's should Chelsea fans should be worried on these three players, and what is the way forward? What is the future for these three
Saul,
players? Saul,
I don't think so. It should be a concern for Saul because he's a lone player, and I don't think so. We should be concerned. It
okay,
is a miss or a hit with Saul. If he plays good
yeah,
the rest of the season, whatever time it is, then there might be a possibility of him getting a full time contract if he plays that good, like a Kovacic level good that we permanently signed him from Madrid once
hmm,
the loan spell finished. So he has to raise his level to that level where he's that good, right? But at this point of time, he's not showing those signs. But as a club, it's not a concern for us because it's just a loan deal. If we don't want Saul next season, and if he did not perform or did not, adapt the whole scenario, the whole environment, or the whole Premier League atmosphere, it's fine. He might go back to Atletico Madrid next season, and we will get back Gilmore, and we might buy another defensive midfielder, maybe a Xiaomini or a Declan Rice, whoever it is. But I don't think so. Saul is a concern to me, and I think so we should be quite chilled with that. He'll get his game time whenever the time comes.
yeah,
But if he's not, adapted the whole team chemistry, the gameplay, the impact, and the whole
yeah,
strategy
hmm,
of the Premier League, the pace of the Premier League, I don't think so. He should be, forced to play because that would be our kind of a mismanagement, or it'll become our disadvantage that there is one weak link there that we will get exposed to, because we've seen that game against Aston Villa. Both the games, I mean, the first game was absolutely shambles. The second one, it was fine, but he did not he was not impressive.
right,
So again, I mean, I'm not sure when he'll get his next chance. Maybe the Carabao Cup games, or whatever it is.
hmm,
He needs to up his game, and if his priority is to get his contract permanent at Chelsea, I think so. He needs to really pull up his socks, and at the end, but comparing these three, I think so. Pulisic might be more of the man on a ledge because
yeah,
it's his third year, or yeah, it's his third year if I'm not wrong. So it's Christian Pulisic's third full
third
time
year,
year,
yeah,
and I'm not sure. I've not calculated, but if I start calculating, it'll be colossal the amount of game time he's missed
right,
since for these first 3 years. It will be mad, and if you actually see that, like you said,
hmm,
looking at the wages and looking at the way he's getting injured time and time again, the
right,
amount of game time he's missed, it's going to be mad, and we cannot afford that. I mean,
Christian
a player
Pulisic's
who's getting
third year,
injured
third
and
full third year, yeah,
who's being in the bench
I'm not
so often
sure.
now, and
I've not
he's taking up
calculated, but if I start
a lot more
calculating,
wages. A
it'll be
man like Christian
colossal the
Pulisic,
amount
who
of
is
game
a
time
role
he's
model for
missed.
many of
Right.
you guys in America,
Okay.
especially,
For
right?
these first 3 years,
And if
it
this
will
guy
be
does not
mad.
get the
And if
game
you
time
actually see
to
that,
prove
like you
himself,
said,
what he
looking at
is,
the
to be the face as he is for a lot of Americans, I mean, he has to move. He has to move somewhere else where he'll get more game time and he can be
Right.
the face. And maybe on a league where it's not that much pacey, or that not that much physical compared to the Premier League is. So it's going to be very difficult for Pulisic. I think so. Pulisic is more under radar for me comparatively to Ziyech and South.
Yeah, Ishan, I've said it all. You guys heard all that Ishan is saying. And I believe I mean, it's 100%. I mean, the truth. We cannot just beat around the bush over here. We have to just go straight to the point and say it as it is. It is true. I know the money is not coming from my coffers. It's not coming from my pocket. But then it's hurting the football club. It hurting the owner, the one that owns the club, and then those that work for the club. These players have to live up to expectation. If we want indeed, we're tagging ourselves to be the title contenders or the strong title contenders in this competition. We have to show more than what our players are doing. Okay, let me read some of the comments and acknowledge some of our friends and brothers that have joined the chat forum. Herbert, it's always nice to see you here, Herbert. Herbert said, any days on our players, I won't accept as Ole tax is very high. Golan Mustafa says, shit, I'm supposed XD. Okay, Tyrone right now said, hey guys. Hey, Tyrone. Almighty Blues FC said, hey guys, big up everyone. Hi to you too, and my brother. I'm out now, but rewatch soon. Yeah, whenever you have time, it's always you can spend time and then watch it. Let's all smash the like, brothers. Smash the like button for Blue Clouds TV channel. Like we said, we have a tax. We're getting to 2,000 to 2,000, and I want you guys all to be part of it. Soon you will see it. So whatever, if you're first time watching the channel, wherever you are, please do me a favor, smash the like button for me, bottom right corner, and also share the video on every platform that you find yourself, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. You can do it to help this channel get to this certain level. And then my brother Green Turf said, sounds like you are blaming players for something they can't control. Injury being the reasons behind everything, and also the system change. Policy to pay his own salary and more. I understand what you're saying, Green Tech. We're not blaming them. We are concerned about their future with the football club, because Chelsea is a club that wouldn't give players that much time to be able to get themselves into the team. Because the more time they found themselves out of the team, then it looks like their future with the club will be limiting. Like they'll be fading away from the football club. That we are showing concern, but not blaming them. Injury, no one can force injury on a player. No one can stop injury when it will happen. But then the more he gets injured, the more he stays away from the team, the lesser or the lower the opportunity for him to be with Chelsea Football Club. I mean, you get what I'm saying. I know you get what I'm trying to say. Ishan, you get what I'm trying to say. Like he's always he's always out of the team. So the more that happens, the supporters, the coaches, or whoever, they will forget about Christian Pulisic, and then they'll be looking elsewhere for different players to come and replace Christian Pulisic. That is what I'm worried about. Koloma Inzoma said, play Timo, play. I'm sorry if I said your name very wrong, but then I'll say the last name. It's a little bit easier for me. Inzomo or Inzoma. Place it says Timo, play Timo Lukaku mount front three. Absolutely. It's something that I've always been looking out for. Timo Werner, Lukaku, and then maybe Mount or the only thing with Hakim's yet what's his name, this and the other German player with besides Timo Werner, Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is not strong enough, and he need to acquire that physicality to be able to sustain the Premier League. You need much more strength in the Premier League, and I think that's his problem. Besides that, technically he is good. What do you think, Ishan? Let's start with our predicted lineup. and then move forward from here. Sideraki said Ruben was consistently injured at PSV and at Chelsea earlier days. Pulisic is 22. Ruben didn't develop until 24. Manchester United just told Rashford to beef up his muscle to be more resistance resistance to injury. Ooh, that would I say comments over there makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. But you see, Ruben Loftus-Cheek went to Fulham. I think he went to Fulham. All the teams that he played, he didn't play the big teams in the Premier League. But then his injury records were not going higher and higher and higher. It was like an average. He doesn't stay on the injury list for too long. He gets back again. But with Christian Pulisic, my problem is he's been gone for way too long, and it looks like he's fading out. He's fading out of the team. That's my only concern. But yeah, Ruben is about 26 years now, right? How old is Ruben? 25, 26?
Yeah, around that. Yeah.
Yeah, Ruben is about 25 years old. So he's getting better. He's now looks like he's getting to his prime. But then Hakim Ziyech, he's not younger. Hakim Ziyech he'll be about 27, 28. And he's not putting in much more work like the coaches need from him. So he's also looking like he's also fading out. So okay, Ishan. So what should be our starting 11 should look like? Let's start with the defense, including the goalkeeper.
Yeah. So goalkeeper has to be Mendy, right? It has to be Edouard Mendy.
Mendy is in there. Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, has to be Edouard Mendy. So for me, goalkeeper is Mendy. And the back three is interesting because we've got two big names out for the game. And
3-4. We're going with the 3-4-2-1 formation as usual, right?
Yeah.
The back three.
3-4-2-1. Yeah, with the back three. And talking about back three, Christensen has to be in the middle.
Centre back.
Aspilicueta as a right centre back, and it has to be Chalobah at the left centre back. And I can't recall anyone else because Rudiger is out, Thiago Silva
Thiago's out,
and I'm definitely not playing Malang Sarr. No ways I'm playing him. So has to be Chalobah and Aspilicueta on the two right and left sides of the centre back, and in the centre it has to be Christensen. So yeah.
I agree with you. Do the chat? You guys agree with what Ishon just said? I agree with him that these three guys should play on our center three. I mean, our back three. Sorry, our back three. Sideraki said that it's nothing to do with the pace of EPL. Ruben also had fitness issues at Madrid. Ruben, is it I Robin? Oh, I Robin. He's talking about I Robin. When I said Ruben, I was thinking of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but yeah, I Robin. Yeah, another injury player. But I Robin also had fitness issues at Madrid. Robin didn't hit the peak until Bayern. Pulisic is a special.
Maybe that's exactly why Arjen Robben went to Bundesliga, a lot less of physical and with a lot less pacier league, and that's why he flourished there. And maybe you can debate that his prime was later on, and he got less injured later on, but also you cannot neglect the fact that he went to a less physical league, less pacier league with so many gaps and so
Right.
much time and space for you to run into. So it wasn't much of a problem for Robin there. And yeah, that it is what it is. I mean, Premier League is demanding, and if you don't adapt yourself to it, you'll suffer. And that's exactly what happened to, maybe you can say, Robin as well,
Mm-hmm.
Arjen Robben in the earlier days, and now with Pulisic. You never know what's going to happen with Pulisic in the years to come, but as of now, he's getting way more too injured, and you cannot neglect that. Now it's getting, I mean, it's getting over the head now. It's his third year.
That's with 3 years with Chelsea, and then he's only played 187 minutes. 187 minutes for the club. That is less for 3 years. For 3 years. So Hilbert said, I don't think Pulisic will ever stay injury free. His body type is very frail. Frail. If he puts pace, he will lose his explosiveness. So can't see him playing 10 games straight ever. Herbert went ahead and said, I meant if he put weight, not pace. I understand. It's okay. It's a typing error. We all make it. I even make that mistake all the time, typing with my cell phone. So it's okay. Siraki said, with regards to Ziyech, he is not playing in his strongest position. Tuchel is asking players to fit into his system, not him to find a system to suit players. Ooh. What do you make of that statement before we go ahead with the predicted lineup? What do you make with the last statement? Do you want me to take it again? I can.
Yeah, I mean, I agree on that. I agree on that. And the thing here is you have to adapt. I mean, it's not that it's a night and day shift of system and formation. Yes, it's not his best part under Thomas Tuchel, but the thing is, he's played under Frank Lampard as well in a conventional 4-3-3, right? And
Yeah.
has Hakim Ziyech been the best there? I don't think so. And I mean, the way Hakim Ziyech is playing now, on and off, on and off. When he's off, he's completely zero. This is exactly what he played when Frank Lampard was our manager. On and off, on and
Mm.
off. It wasn't consistent ever. Yes, he's had many great goals for us, big game goals for us, and I'm not denying that. But the thing here is, I don't think so. It's about the system. He's played with Frank Lampard's 4-3-3 as well. Has he been that good? Has he been, I mean, the best player for us for that season? No. I mean, there are players who have been better than him. And has he started every match there? No. Even that was a conventional 4-3-3 according to his preferred formation. Now it's not, but still, is it that this formation, the 3-4-3 that he's played, it's not suiting to him? That means he hasn't even had one good game in it. Is that true? No, absolutely not. He's had good games in here as well. He's had man of the match kind of games here as well in this formation, which does not suit him a lot, right? If you can play that well with that level in this formation, why are you going down? That means you have the potential to go up and play this level with this
Right.
system. That means you can do it. There shouldn't be any sort of excuse of system and formation and this and that. Absolutely not. Because this guy has been playing and showing the same shades in both the systems and both the formations, and it's particularly the same patches of form that he's showing. And he's been good in both the system, he's been poor in both the systems, so you cannot blame the system. It's in him, the consistency and inconsistency, a little bit of a nag of injury, and he's out of form. That's my concern and nothing else. And regarding the system, I don't think so that should be a fair debate.
Well, you guys just hit Ishan's opinion, and you have to accept Ishan's opinion. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. That's his opinion. That's how he sees it from the other side of of his view. He believed that wherever position, wherever formation you put Ziyech, he still found himself wanted. So let's go ahead from since Chaluma Inzomo said, I wonder whether Christian Pulisic's body is made of plastic or what. Can he even manage playing 15 games consistently? Then it's time now we sign a creative midfielder able to shoot outside 18 yards. That is also one of the things that I've always been looking for. And I know Ross Barkley can also do that, but I don't know if uh, how consistently can Barkley do that. Mason Mount also good at shooting from behind the 18-yard box. We'll need players that can do that for our team. Um Herbert also said it's funny how none of the Ajax players from 2018 are doing well. Ziyech, Donny, Delete, De Jong. It's just show system suit style. Ziyech will go. Don't think TT rate his is off the ball contribution. Absolutely, that is also one of the things that we've been talking about, the off the ball contribution. Without the ball, what does he do? Or with the ball, what does he do? Because sometimes when we are watching the ball on the TV, we don't see everything. We only follow the ball because the camera follows the ball. But then if you go to the stadium yourself to see the game live, then you can see certain things that Ziyech is not doing. That is why people are pointing fingers at him. But I'm not pointing fingers at him. I'm just eye test, just an eye test. We all see the game, they coach, people watch, and we also see what is going on. I don't have to have this professor of coaching degree. I don't have to have the class one or FIFA this to be able to tell that this guy is not playing well. So eye test. Green Turf also says Ziyech was on fire under Lampard, playing in his natural position and given a free role to do magic. Not consider not coincidence when he get injured, we stopped winning and Lampard sacked. Green Tev is looking for trouble. What you said, what Green Tev said also makes sense. Under Frank Lampard's style, it might suit Ziyech a lot, because remember, there was also another thing that was going wrong in Frank Lampard's system. We were conceding because the work rate of the ball was not that effective. Without the ball, Chelsea team were not effective. That is why we were conceding. But then when you tell Ziyech need to attack, need to defend, he cannot do it. And every good player, I'll tell you something about some good players that I've seen play different positions and were able to adjust and play very well. Mike Essien, when he goes to the Ghana national team, he plays an attacking role. When it comes to Chelsea, he plays in a defensive role. A good player must always learn and adapt, because sometimes, look at Trevor Chalobah. Trevor Chalobah is not a center back. Trevor Chalobah is attacking midfielder. He's a midfielder, but then you have to allow yourself to adjust to this coach's system and style of play. And now he's playing very well, because what I heard and what I read in the article that I read about Trevor Chalobah, it was that Tuchel was going to send him to a team that will allow Trevor Chalobah to be a center back, because he knows the competition in the midfield was too much for Trevor Chalobah to find himself in. But then he found something different in him, that, hey, if I give this guy the chance, he can, in my team, and I can work with him, he can be a very good center back. And that is what he found himself right now. So wherever position that you found yourself as a footballer, you should do well. You should try your best and do whatever you can. But then if you see that the player is not really pushing himself, it's very obvious. Green Tev, there's no way you can put Messi to play defense. No, it won't work. But we're not asking Ziyech to play in the different role. We're not asking Ziyech to play in a defensive role. We want Ziyech to help in attack. We want Ziyech to help in attack. We don't want him to play in a defensive role. He's still playing in attacking role, but how does he do without the ball? That is the question that we are saying. That is the whole thing we're saying. Without the ball, how does Ziyech perform in the team? EPL News Today say yeah. EPL News Today say sure. Herbert said, have always said with Chelsea, sometimes you have to give up your favorite players or watching football, watching beautiful football or trophies. That's what Roman cares. Absolutely. Green Turf came back again and said certain players are flair players. Allow them to be themselves. Well, it depends on the role that Ziyech is playing. We've seen him play on the free role. We see what's his name? Mason Mount also play in the free role. But which of these players contribute more when given the opportunity to play as a free role? Okay. Ishan, let's go back to the predictor midfield. I mean, predictor starting 11. Let's work a little bit on the midfield. Yeah. Then we'll come back to the comment. Sedaraki, we'll come back to your comment.
Yeah. So, hey, am I allowed to share the screen so we can do it on the board?
Sure, you can. Yeah, yeah, you can.
Starting lineup.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
that. Go ahead. Yeah,
Do
you get.
do do we have this
Yeah,
lineup?
yeah, it's popping up, but you gotta click on it. Let me. Do I have to click on it here? I think. Yeah, we got it. Okay, we have the on the stream right now, so you can control it and how you want it.
Yeah. So this is the formation we are going with, right?
Okay,
And we selected Chaloba here,
Caliber on the left side. Yeah.
and we've got with Andres
Christian
Christensen.
Christensen.
Yeah. So now, what are we selecting, Yanni?
We're going with the midfield. We're going. I thought you have the on the right back, center back. I think you went with the Christensen, Chaloba.
It is Christensen. It is Christensen. Andres Christensen is just a short name.
Okay, okay, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, Christensen. We have to go with the shot so we can wrap this thing up. It's getting we've done 42 minutes of streaming, and then we'll get back to the comments and then enjoy the guys in the comment section are heated up. They can't wait to let. They are making the I mean, they're very. I mean, the chat very very interesting. Okay, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah. Where are we going next?
We're going to the midfield. Let's deal with the double pivot. Double pivot
All
there.
right.
Igola Conte is ready. Are we having Igola Conte in there?
Yeah, I would have Conte as well, and
Okay.
here I would. Uh Listen. This one is difficult, but I would I would want to see Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I'm not gonna lie. I want to
Okay.
see Ruben Loftus-Cheek here, right? I mean, I might be wrong. Listen, Kovacic might play here because
Mhm.
he's been really good,
Okay.
or maybe Jorginho also might play here. But I want to see Kante back. But again, I'm not sure if Kante is gonna play the first minute, right from the
Okay.
first minute. He might he might come off the bench, right? He might come off the bench. So there is a possibility that just because he's come off an injury
Injury.
after an injury,
Yeah.
so it is a possibility that you might not see Kante starting this match, but he might come back after the halftime, right? So this is
Right.
a possibility. So if that's the case, we might see the likes of Jorginho or Kovacic playing at one hand and Loftus-Cheek playing at the other hand, and the rotation might be likewise in the second half. So this is what I want. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek deserve a start in this game because prior to the international break, he was playing outstanding. He was doing much more better. So yeah, I will give him a shot. But then, if I don't feel Kante is going to start this game, I see Kovacic playing alongside Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Kante coming in the second half to either replace Ruben or maybe Kovacic.
Yeah.
So what any of them would do.
Yeah. So should we finalize this Kante and Ruben Loftus-Cheek? Yeah.
Yeah, guys in the chat, what do you guys think? I'm having some of them says EPL news today says Ziyech and Lukaku can work together. He went ahead and said Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic. So what do we have there? We have Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic. Three of them can be in the midfield. And James, Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic. Those three can play in the mid. Kante at the same time. James, Kovacic, Jorginho, Kante. Because
All right. So we've
Kante,
got
Kante, Kante, and Kovacic does the same thing. All right, go ahead.
yeah, we going to the wing backs. I think so. Chilwell and James has to start. There's no two ways about it. I think so. James is fit. He's
Yeah,
back. He's 100% fit and ready to go. So James should be starting here
right.
alongside Chilwell. Marcus Alonso might be a shout to some people, but I think so. Chilwell got the start. He
Mm-hmm.
got the ignition, and he got the spark back. So let's keep the momentum going with Chilwell, and he's been quite decent. And for England as well, he's got an international goal, his first international goal. So big up to him for that, and I think so. Chilwell deserves to start here again.
Okay.
So those are my wing backs.
Just say James, Reece James, and then Ben Chua. You think um Tuchel will put Alonso aside, his favorite player aside, and then go with Ben Chilwell?
Yeah, I don't think so. Alonso is a favorite player of Thomas Tuchel, but Alonso's been playing very, very good until the Man City and the
Mm.
Juventus game. He's been playing very, very good. So yeah, but the Juventus game he was very poor, very, very poor. I mean, if he was at his highest of a highs of at the initial games of the season, at the Juventus game
Mm-hmm.
first half and also the City game, he was at his lowest of lows. So again, Alonso is another player. When he has a bad game, he offers nothing to the team, and it looks very bad. So yeah, I think so. Chilwell got a start and he's playing well. So Chilwell at this point of time, at this current form, Chilwell is playing better than Alonso. Looking at the international break as well, I think so. Chilwell has performed much better than Alonso, than what Alonso has performed for Spain. So Chilwell definitely gets a start for me, and
Okay.
also Reece James.
That makes a lot of sense because we all saw the two games under I mean the EPL and also one in the Champions League that Alonso was in there. I know Alonso has his shortcomings, so I know Alonso. I won't go too much on Alonso. I love Alonso. Let me go to Sideraki said that De Bruyne, Mata, and Salah fell out with Mourinho because he wanted them to high press and track back, and they didn't want to. Even Pep expect it. So those players need to come and help. That is a teamwork. EPL news today said Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic that it will be difficult to play all those four in there. Herbert said if Ziyech isn't starting or Callum Hudson-Odoi is uh not getting pulled off after coming on as a sub, it's because they ain't following what manager wants them to, simply as that, which I understand. What Tuchel said, because he brought Callum Hudson-Odoi in to perform attacks, and he wasn't doing it right, so he pulled him out. Although people may stand the other way and say, "Why do you do that? It will tarnish the reputation of the player, and then it will bring the players' morale and all that kind of stuff down." But you have to remember that as being a Chelsea coach, you're under pressure. You're always entitled to win, win, and win, nothing but win and bring trophies. So if you have a player in your team that is not playing well, and you think there's another player on the bench that can come in and make a difference, why won't you take that? Why won't you do that? EPL today, so Todoraki said EPL news. If we go with three pivot, we will struggle to break out. EPL news again said I think that true. We use Chilwell. We don't need to use Alonso. And then Chilwell is good to play. I think it's better than Alonso. Thank you, EPL. EPL. Thank you very much, guys. Wherever, if you're first time joining the channel and you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor, subscribe, and then keep your bell notification icon active. So anytime I upload a video, you won't miss any. Okay, now we're gonna go with our front three players.
Yeah. So first of all, I think so. Lukaku is fit to play.
Yeah.
Uh, Initially, I was very much concerned with Lukaku because I thought that he was injured and it was a muscle fatigue, which is not a very serious injury.
Right.
It's a very, very minor injury, but the thing here is he needed rest for that. And I think so. His rest is complete and he should be good to go, as Thomas Tuchel said. But I was concerned that he might get some rest for this game, but thankfully he's okay and he's done a couple of training sessions and he's ready to go for the game against Brentford. So Lukaku should be good to go.
Right.
And the two tens, I think so. First of all, Werner deserves his place, and it's been very rare since I've been saying this, since I've said this, that Werner deserves his game time
Game time.
this game, especially because he's been the best player for in the international break for Germany,
Mm-hmm.
and the goals that he's been scoring for Germany, also the goal that he scored before going for international break. I think so. He has the momentum going, especially the two goals that he scored against North Macedonia.
Right.
With When he was playing with Germany. I think so. Those goals reminded me of the old Timo Werner, the Leipzig Timo Werner,
Moving.
and I think so. He needs to have this momentum going, and he needs to keep this confidence boosting up. And this is a game where he should find the back of the net. I think so. He should go for a goal in this game as well. So Werner for me would be very very important player for us because he looks to me back on form, and I think so. This is the game that would determine how good Werner is on form and how good he's going to play for the next upcoming games as well. I hope he has a good game and he'll be a very important player for us. Uh, about the other player, I think so. I have to give it to Mason Mount. When you've got two players who are completely attacking minded, you have to have one player who are gonna have that counter pressing abilities, who's gonna track back deep and then carry the ball forward as well. Also his off the ball work rate is immense, and that's what we need because you're not gonna get that much from Werner and Lukaku. Yes, Werner does track back, but the off the ball work rate from you need one of your number 10s to have that off the ball work rate.
Right.
So you need a mount there. So I think so I'll go with this front three. And what do you got to say about this?
The front three. What you guys think? Viewers, the channel, it's for you. Everyone in the chat, this channel is for you. What do you guys make of this front three? From his analysis, that we need to put Mount pressure, which Mason Mount will be there, and then if they want to sit back or low block, whatever, we have the pace of Timo Werner that can run in the channel behind these players. And also we have Reece James there that can put in more crosses for Lukaku. What do you guys make of this predicted starting or predicted lineup for the game tomorrow? Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Thank you for being here as usual. So yeah, we'll keep it. Okay, it's gone now. You guys already saw it. Kaku said wanna Lukaku Mount. Wanna Lukaku Mount. I'm sure that means that you're okay with that. We okay with that, right? That's what it sounds like. Absolutely. I'm okay. I'm in love with that predicted starting lineup. But I hope that our center backs, our defense will really, really keep the clean sheet. If not, just one. Let's get more goals and just concede once. We can break. Our team is way better than Arsenal. Our team is better off Liverpool. We were a man down. We still look like winning the game against Liverpool. So there's so many ways that we can kill this cat tomorrow. Brentford, we are coming. So we're about to wrap up the stream. We got almost about 6 more minutes for an hour stream. We're about to end it. So guys, wherever you are, let me send your comments in so we can take time in. Or if you have any questions, we'll use this segment, this time, to take a little bit of a Q&A thing. So you have any questions, bring it in. Ishan is here. I'm also here. We'll take our time and see with our perspective and answer those questions. And we all think about it. We don't know everything. Guys, remember, we don't know everything. We are YouTubers. We read just like you also read, and then we analyze it and talk about it perfectly. Sidaraki said Alonso is in a comfort zone and too comfortable for himself. Depending on how you see it, it could be, but the only thing I like about Alonso is he's a technical player, and sometimes holding on to the ball with that, playing players in 1-2 is sometimes very important when you're trying to get into an opposition that are sitting deep in the 18-yard box and you're trying to get in there to create. Alonso is good at doing those things. That's what I like about him. The way he strikes the ball is always silky. So if you have any more questions, bring it in before we wrap up. We have 5 more minutes to go. And Ishans, I want to say thank you very much. You deserve a hand of applause, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you, as usual, all the time.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, we're not done yet, but then an amazing person, Ishan.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, guys. So we're still here. We're still streaming. We're talking. Let's have a predicted scoreline. Scoreline. We got how many more minutes to go? We got 4 more minutes to go, guys. Let's go with a predicted scoreline. Everybody, drop your predicted scorelines. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get the like button to 20 if we can. Let's get a like button to 20. There's 7 of us viewing right now. Share the link. Share the link. Let's get it 20 more likes. Drop your predicted scoreline. I'm gonna go with my predicted scoreline. I'm going with a 3-0. I've hit that 3-0 many times. I'm always winning. I've come out 2 times with a 3-0 score prediction and I've won it. So this time I'm going with a 3-0. Ishan, what are you going with? Scoreline.
I'm surprised the way you're confident, man.
Very confident. Very confident. I
I'm
believe in
not.
the
I'm
guys.
not. Listen, I'm not that much confident because the Brentford is going to be the toughest game after Juventus and Man City, and we've crumbled down to Juventus and Man City, and I definitely believe the way Brentford are playing is going to be hell of a game. It's going to be definitely tough. Also knowing the fact that we don't have Thiago Silva and Rudiger, again,
Yeah.
it's going to be tough there as well. So I'm not confident, but yeah, I think so. We'll win this. I'll go with a 2-1.
Well, that's what they say. Kaku said 2-1 Chelsea. Spicy clips. Is it spicy clips? Spicy clips said Chelsea 3, Brentford 1. Spicy clips. I think it's my first time seeing you, brother or sister, whoever you are. If the first time, smash the like button, give it more like. Let's get more like. Let's get it to 20 before we end the stream. Come on, guys, you can do it. Share the stream. Share the stream to any platform that you found yourself, or we can get more people that come on and give us more likes. Let's get it going, guys. Help your brother here. Blue Clouds TV needs Zion's right here. Need Zion is here. Help him. 20 likes. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. I said that 3-0. I think those 3 guys in the back 3 can give us a clean sheet, no doubt. Yes, the like is going. We got to live in now. The like is going. Sidraki, what's your scoreline? Bring it up, Sidraki. Kaku has his scoreline already. Spicy Clips has his scoreline. He said 3-1. Kaku said 2-1. Sidraki, what's your scoreline? Helbert, what's your scoreline? Chelsea 3. Chelsea losing or Chelsea winning? EPL news. What's the scoreline? Bring them up, guys. Bring them up. It's always and what? Oh yeah, I know. Anthony Taylor. What do you think? Ishan. Anthony Taylor in the middle.
I don't know, man. Man, Kaku, you shouldn't have reminded me that.
Yeah.
I was in my own fairyland, but now struck with reality, and that's why I said I'm not confident. I was already not confident, but now should I change my scoreline, predicted scoreline to a draw? I don't know. But Anthony Taylor is a mess, man. I'm not sure how he's after that Liverpool game, after that shambles of a decision. I don't know how he came back to this game for a Chelsea game. Also, it's an away game, so no, it won't be much of home fans. I mean, the Chelsea supporters there in Brentford Stadium, so it's going to be a difficult one. And Anthony Taylor, I don't, I just pray that we be clinical enough to just see this game through, get 3 points somehow or the other way, and just run away with these 3 points and from Anthony Taylor, man.
We have some few seconds to end the stream, but Ishan, do you think with all the pedigree, with all the quality and then players that we have, should you be worried? Brentford, Chelsea, 60 million, 80 million, 100 million players, 35, 40 million.
I shouldn't be, but the thing is, they've been playing well, and they've been playing better than at this point of time, according to the performance. Brentford is the second best London club after Chelsea, the way they are playing, and
Right.
according to the performance. So they've been definitely playing better than Arsenal, Tottenham, and the rest of the London clubs. So it's a concern for me because they've been playing really well, and they've shown heart in every game play.
Yeah.
So us, we are going up with some few players unavailable, and
Right.
that's a concern for me. And also Anthony Taylor, just shuts off your confidence. So I just hope that we just take away 3 points from this game, but
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I can say that I'm confident for this game.
Yeah, you guys, he headed from the whole. I mean, the horse's own mouth. He's not confident, but I always stay confident. As I said, Leo Desperados, hang on to hope. We'll see you guys in the next video. We have another stream coming up later on, somewhere around maybe 7 o'clock UK time. We have another stream coming on. If Ishan is there, you guys will join our Discord group over here. We have guys like Jerome. We have Steven also there, Hans Master there. All these guys will be coming on. We are gonna have the Chelsea or Brentford and Chelsea look ahead. So we have another stream with lots of people on the platform that will share, and also we will talk more about Chelsea. And then the if guys, please do me a favor, Kaku. I know I like interruptions in the chat, in the comment section. You're very, very interactive, and I like it. And also, EPL news. If you're also watching it, guys, get to my Discord server. Join the group. We have a very good group session. Sometimes we do stream. I mean, we don't stream, but then we join the. We have a voice call that we have our own interaction. We do talk a lot. We can talk almost about an hour. You guys will love it. We got lots of guys that over there. They will be on the stream a couple hours later when the stream is going. Steven, yeah, you see Steven over there. Steven is one of the main guy. He's always there and he has lots of news. You guys will love it. Love it. The Discord server, the Discord link is special. You know, I know. Spicy, come on, get into the Discord server and you guys will not regret you did. You will never. Hams Master also, another one is also there. You see him? They are all there. They make the chat very, very, and then Jerome will also come, another wonderful guy that you want to hear. He's expert in this. He's a football guy. All these guys are football guys, and they make the conversation much more interesting. So yeah, I want to say thank you very much for coming on, Ishan. And I don't know, I'll message you if you're around for the other debate that we're gonna have. Looking ahead, we're gonna talk random topic. After when you're done talking about, we're gonna talk about Brentford, we're gonna talk about Chelsea, and then we'll be looking up to other top games that will be coming up on Saturday, and then also on Sunday as well. So guys, stay tuned. Keep your bell notification icon active as usual. Like I said, so when we go live, when you stream, you wouldn't miss anything for Blue Clouds TV YouTube channel, and then also share the link. Thanks to see Spicy here, Spicy my brother, and also Kaku, another one. I've seen you before. Also, Tsuraki said join midway through. Thank you, Tsuraki. Another important Chelsea legend. Tsuraki hasn't played for Chelsea, but he's a Chelsea legend. He has worked for Chelsea Football Club. He has been the how do you call it, a steward before at Chelsea football Chelsea Stadium. He's been a steward there. So we have a legend in the chat that has been a steward for Chelsea Football Club, and then his interaction in the chat is always amazing. Thank you, Sidaraki, and thank you guys all. We'll see you in the next video. Ciao.